Call to order the City Council regular meeting for the City of Wyoming, Minnesota for February 18th, 2025. Let the record reflect we do have a quorum. Member Luker, Member Onstad, Member Schilling, Member Yeager, and Mayor Iverson are present. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next on our agenda is open forum. Do we have anybody here for open forum? You're all good, you're good, okay. Number one on our agenda is approval of minutes. Consider approving the minutes of the regular meeting of the Wyoming, Minnesota City Council for February 4th, 2025. If there are no questions, comments, or changes, do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion to approve by Member Luker. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Member Onstad. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So approved. Consent agenda number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Does anybody wish to pull an item from the consent agenda? Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve agenda item 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10?
So moved.
We have a motion to approve by Member Onstad. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Member Schilling. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So approved. Acknowledge receipts of reports of officers, boards, commissions, and department heads. Number 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Does anybody wish to pull an item for further discussion? Seeing none, we'll move on to number 16. We are moving right along. Number 16 is the 2025 Spring Medallion Hunt. Mr. McFarland, I think you have some exciting updates on that.
Oh, beyond exciting, yeah. Honorable member, mayor and members of council, each year the city of Wyoming does participate in a spring medallion hunt. We host it. We're going to be doing the same again this year. It'll run from Monday, March 3rd to Friday, March 7th, which coincides with Forest Lake area's spring break. When I wrote this memo, we hadn't picked a location or done any clues yet. I can say as of today, those have been finalized. So those will start going live on our Facebook at 9 a.m. each day of that of the entire duration until it's found. And I think when it is found, we post all the clues at once. So, yeah.
Great. This is our third year, fourth?
I'm
we
unaware
know
of when
it's-
that started.
It's fourth year.
Okay, so
Fourth
we'll
year.
have a big celebration next year for it being the fifth year.
Of course.
Fabulous. All right. All right, thank you. Any questions from council?
Let's hope it's found on the last day this year.
We've made them a little bit harder this year in hopes that it takes a little bit more time.
I still didn't get any of it, so I have no clue. But
Okay. We'll move on to new business number 17, to consider a city work session on March 4th, 2025. Mr. Linwood?
Yes, thank you, Mayor and members of council. This is just requesting a work session on March 4th at 5:30. We'd like to continue discussions with council regarding the retail cannabis. We've continued to do our diligence, and the state has come out with new information, so we'd like to set that up, like I said, on Tuesday, March 4th at 5:30 p.m.
Okay, has everybody looked at their calendar?
I will not be here on the 4th.
Okay, you won't be here?
Correct.
Okay,
I have a conflict.
anybody else?
I will be here. It's on my calendar.
Okay, so then we'll have a quorum. Okay, we need a motion to approve the work session on March 4th, 2025.
So moved.
I'll make that second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So approved. Let's go into our council reports, please. We'll start with Member Schilling.
I attended the council work session prior to this, and during that work session, I was telling Mr. Linwood, but I'll just tell you myself, I'd like to give you guys a shout out on the plowing and the trails. I thought it was amazing that you guys are all plowing and then went out and got all the trails done. Kudos, that's awesome. I really appreciate it, and so did my neighbors that do a lot of walking, so.
Thank you very
Awesome-
much.
awesome
Thank you
job.
very, it's something we take very seriously,
Yeah.
and we're happy to do it, so I'm glad to hear that we're providing the level of service that you like.
Oh, yeah, it was phenomenal, So, yeah, thank you.
I'll pass that on to the guys and
Yeah,
the crew,
appreciate it.
thanks.
Member Yeager.
I attended the 5:30 work session. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you all for watching.
Member Luker.
I also attended the 5:30 work session.
Member Onstad.
I attended the 5:30 work session, and it was a good session. We learned a lot and looking
Did
at
you
the
have
future.
park board? Who had park board? Did we have
No,
park
we
board?
didn't have park board.
Oh,
That was
okay.
3 weeks ago.
Oh,
It was
Wow.
EDA.
Month goes fast. All right.
Yep.
I attended the work session, also EDA, as well. Now, probably on a more serious note, I'd like to take a few minutes, once I talk about this, then we'll take a few minutes in silence before we adjourn. We'll see if I can get through this. I'd like to take the last few minutes of our meeting tonight to honor our friend and former council member Joe Zerwas. Joe's whole career was dedicated to public service. Choosing to run for city council in his retirement years continued that dedication to public service. He was a fierce advocate for the city of Wyoming, always working on behalf of our city to make it better. I am certain every single council member here today and every employee that we have employed throughout however many years, and also our consultants, were touched by Joe's wisdom and great humor. I can still hear his laugh. He was a true friend to all. He worried about all of us. Joe never ever forgot to tell you how proud he was of you. He never forgot to tell you what a friend or what you meant to him. I read a lot of posts on his Facebook page from his family. It was all about telling his friends and his loved ones how much he loved them and cared for them. He was truly a unique man. When Joe and I got to know each other, we became good friends. And I still remember the last time I talked to him. It was just right about the time of election. And he told me that I was the best mayor that Wyoming has ever had. And he's worked for a lot of mayors, and that meant a lot. His memorial will be February 20th at Maranatha. I'm sure we'll be able, from some of us, to be able to post that on Facebook when that is. So if we could just take 30 seconds before we adjourn to just remember him. So we'll go about 30 seconds. So our 11 prayers to your family, to the Zerwas family, and Joe, you will be forever missed. With that, I'll make the motion to adjourn.